Overnight, Hillary Clinton's health has become a campaign issue. On Sunday, she apparently fainted. Will this stumble trip up her run for the White House? I'm Brent Goff, and this is The Day. Sunday in New York, Hillary Clinton appears to have almost fainted, claiming it was too much heat. And then 90 minutes later, this.
How are you feeling, Secretary Clinton?
Great. Great.
What happened?
Clinton was back on her feet, but her doctors soon ordered her to go to bed. Diagnosis: pneumonia. Rest and sleep are the cure, but not the prescription to win a run for the White House. Tonight, can being sick become lethal for a Clinton candidacy? Also on the show, tonight, the fighting in Syria is set to stop. A ceasefire so fragile it will be renewed every 48 hours. How much time do the people of Aleppo have? Is Syrian President Bashar al-Assad's time finally running out?
We are giving a message that the Syrian state is determined to recover every area of the country from terrorists.
Well, welcome to the program, everyone. We begin the day by checking the pulse of Hillary Clinton's campaign. Better to start with Clinton herself. Hillary Clinton is a sick woman tonight. She has pneumonia. No big deal. Rest and antibiotics will take care of that bug most of the time. But we are talking about a 68-year-old woman running against Donald Trump, a 70-year-old man. Both candidates are senior citizens. They're well past retirement age. Their health matters because they are getting old, no matter how many times their physicians try to convince us otherwise. Still, this could have been a sidebar story with a different patient. Instead, it's a bad Clinton cough that Trump is hoping will infect the Democrats' body politic. Our first stop tonight, New York City.
The Clinton home in New York State is under close guard. It's here that the Democratic presidential candidate is taking a break from the rigors of campaigning. The media are camped out, eager for any developments in what they've dubbed Hill's health crisis. Clinton's condition has become the subject of speculation all across the news and on the streets.
The body has rights over you. If you don't take care of it, you don't get the proper rest, that shows how much she is for the people, because she's been putting in so much work trying to make the people understand what she wants to do with the country, that she got sick.
I hope she doesn't use it as an excuse, but I don't think it should affect her too much.
Attention has focused on how Clinton's campaign handled her diagnosis last week with pneumonia. Critics say she should have come straight sooner. On Fox News, her Republican rival Donald Trump declared health an issue in the election campaign. The 70-year-old has long raised doubts about Clinton's stamina without publishing any real medical documents himself.
I think it's an issue. In fact, this last week I took a physical, and I'll be releasing when the numbers come in. Hopefully they're going to be good. I think they're going to be good. I feel great. But when the numbers come in, I'll be releasing very specific numbers.
Clinton's team admits not reacting quickly enough on Sunday, as these images of her near collapse went all over the media. They are promising to release more medical details. The issue comes at a difficult time for the Democratic candidate. Opinion polls say Trump has all but erased her lead. For now, though, Clinton has little choice but to sit this one out.
All right, joining me here at the big table is Julius van der Laar. He's a familiar face here on The Day, a political consultant. You were with the Obama campaign, 2008. You know how grueling a campaign can be. It's really no surprise when a candidate gets sick. I mean, she's probably exhausted, isn't she?
Absolutely. And, you get sick or I get sick, we want to curl up and, not do anything for a couple of days. she's got to be out there doing Skype calls, video conferencing into fundraisers. So you can just hope that she gets better in a couple of days and be back out on the campaign trail, at least from the perspective of her campaign.
Take me inside the campaign thinking right now, Julia. I mean, she's been diagnosed with pneumonia. Right. There's the video now that the whole world's watching. I mean, it's what, damage control central right now.
Absolutely. And I think they know they fumbled during the, commemoration of 9/11. Going back as we just saw the images to her daughter's place and then showing up and saying, it's a beautiful day in New York City, and then having to walk it back and saying, look, she's just been diagnosed and is on antibiotics. This is not how you want this to play out. So again, they're in full damage control, and I think over the next couple of days we'll see, some transparency. They're going to release probably some more records, but she's also going to have to sit down and address this full on.
Yeah, Donald Trump, he hasn't gone on camera to answer questions about what he thinks just yet. But he did talk to Fox News about Clinton's health. So let's just take a listen to what he told Fox News earlier today.
Well, I really just don't know. I hope she gets well soon. I don't know what's going on. I'm like you. I see what I see. The coughing fit was a week ago, so I assume that was pneumonia also. I mean, I would think it would have been. So something's going on, but I just hope she gets well and gets back on the trail. And we'll be seeing her at the debate.
Done Joe Biden?
No, I don't think they'll replace her. I think we have to see what's wrong. I mean, we have to see what's wrong. But whatever it is, I'm ready. Whatever it is.
So health is an issue now, right?
I think it's an issue. In fact, this last week I took a physical, and I'll be releasing when the numbers come in. Hopefully they're going to be good. I think they're going to be good. I feel great. But when the numbers come in, I'll be releasing very, very, very specific numbers.
Very specific numbers. I mean, you're saying he's talking about his health like it's a poll that you can try to manipulate, if you will. He wants this to appear as bad as possible. He's been talking about it now for a long time, her health.
Right. And, the campaign is talking, the Clinton campaign is talking about pneumonia. He's saying, well, we're going to see what it is. Sparking some interest is whether there's more. This is typical, excuse me, coughing fit. This is typical Donald Trump, right? They've been throwing this stuff against the wall, hoping something sticks for a while now. And finally, this sort of adds up for him, and Clinton is actually down.
U.S. President Barack Obama said this evening, it is the responsibility of the candidates to decide how much of their personal health that they release to the public. So in other words, there are no rules here, right? And he's saying each person can decide.
Right. And I think, again, looking at President Obama and the sort of youthful candidate that he was, there's certainly a difference whether you're about to turn 69 or 70.
Right.
Again, Barack Obama's doctor also said that based on whatever they've released so far, there's absolutely no way to actually determine the physical health of either one of those two candidates. But again, Donald Trump wants to make this an issue in the campaign. We might be talking about this for another couple of days, but don't remember, the debates are also coming up.
Yeah, right. And I mean, we have to say Hillary Clinton, she has not done herself any favors in this. Instead of announcing immediately that she had been diagnosed with pneumonia, and that she was going to take a rest. Right. She said nothing. She kept everyone kind of out of the loop. Reporters were asking, and a lot of people say this is the typical Clinton campaign. Even if there's nothing to hide, it seems like they're trying to hide something.
And there just has to be that spark, that notion of distrust that plays into this overall narrative that the Clinton campaign and Hillary Clinton has trailed for, 20 years now. Whether it's Whitewater, Benghazi, there's never been anything that's stuck.
Yeah.
But again, it feeds into this overall narrative that the Clinton campaign is struggling with.
And the real story on Sunday was the 15th anniversary of 9/11. And, it is amazing how that was completely forgotten. And it could have been a story that could have been to Clinton's benefit, right? I mean, she could have talked about what she did and how, she went to the site, she went to help people. And I was reading, what did Donald Trump do right after? And I mean, he is quoted here as bragging about how a building that he owned was then the tallest in the financial district after the Twin Towers fell. But none of that has been reported.
That's what we should be talking about right now. You know, the stuff Donald Trump makes up, that there were Muslims on the other side cheering while the war centers came tumbling down. That's the stuff that, you know, people should be listening to. And instead, we got the coughing fit and the collapse.
Yeah, I mean, that is unfortunate. And we're as guilty as anyone else, you know, in not pushing that. But, you know, obviously we are, you know, we're following the headlines as well. Finally, Clinton needs to take a few days off. Right. She's human. Right. In a campaign that is now a year old, right, that is so grueling. I mean, why does she hesitate? What difference will it make for her to take a few days, even if she wants to take a week off? Why is it such a big deal? You get the impression that even from her that, you know, it's life or death if she doesn't get up tomorrow morning and run.
I mean, a couple of things. There's still a significant number of voters out there who are still undecided. So she actually has to hit the pavement, actually talk to voters.
Is she going to make a difference, though? I mean, really?
Well, I mean, again, every day she's not out there raising money. Every time she's not out there talking to voters, you know, Donald Trump is out there controlling the narrative. But at the same time, you know, as Hillary Clinton is hopefully catching her breath, you know, voters will do too, and they'll have to determine whether they want to vote for a candidate with some, you know, physical health issues or whether they want to vote for a candidate with some mental health issues. So I think that's what it boils down to.
All right, Julius Vandelars, mental health instead of physical health. You said it there, my friend. Thank you very much for being on the day. We appreciate it.
Certainly.
Well, Hillary Clinton's health scare has, of course, social media blazing with very polarized chatter. We want to show you some of that. Here, one user tweeted, "Allergies, overheating, dehydration, can't even keep her story straight." And he added the picture with the quote of Michelle Obama from the 2008 presidential race, "If you can't run your own house, how can you run the White House?" There are plenty of rumors making rounds on social media. Many people say this is another example of Clinton hiding the truth, like this user asking on Twitter, "When will Hillary Clinton admit that she had a stroke, seizures, really, which caused her pneumonia? She's always hiding." Hashtag Hillary's health. But there's some support for Clinton. Well-known journalist and blogger Jeff Jarvis wondered, is anybody going to give Hillary Clinton credit for showing up on the campaign trail and at the memorial even when she was feeling crappy? Well, many supporters did, like this woman who tweeted these two short sentences. "Get well soon, Hillary Clinton, we need you."